So what's going on, y'all? So I am not in Atlanta. I'm in Detroit right now. No way, shaper. But anyway, that don't mean we can't have conversations. I left my way shaper at the house, well, my mama's house. But any other time I'll be on my way shaper, which tomorrow I will be, because I done ate so much in Detroit. But let's get into it. So while I'm here in Detroit, seeing my family, which some family I haven't seen in over a decade, some family I haven't seen, like my mom, in like 5 years. It felt real good to spend time with family. I wound up going to my cousin Elena's 16 birthday party, which I posted about that. But it really got me thinking. I was talking to my cousin last night, and we were talking about just life in general. And I realized that, just some years ago, I realized, actually after reading A New Earth and The Power of Now, that I've been living my life just going from obstacle to obstacle. And I was not living in the present. I was always living in the future and looking at my life as a bunch of obstacles that I have to overcome. Now, though life is about progression and learning and lessons and, experience and stuff like that, I don't think the life I was living where I was just overcoming a bunch of obstacles was the best decision for me. It made me always be in stress, always be feeling like I'm not good enough, I'm not doing enough, I need to do this, I need to do that. And it became a lot on me as far as mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, because I was always living based on obstacles as opposed to living in the present, right? Now, I know I'm not the only person that suffers from this, suffered, because I don't suffer no more, but go through that thing of just living their life with a bunch of obstacles, right? So I feel like the life of overcoming obstacles leads to a lot of different things, such as anxiety, depression, low self-esteem, and all of that, because it's just a bunch of obstacles, and you feel like, I'm going from obstacle to obstacle. Am I really advancing in life? Now, I'm not saying that we shouldn't have goals, because trust me, baby girl got goals over here, right? But I feel like if you set your goals and then you just work towards it and just live in the present and surrender, and everything will flow the way it's supposed to flow. Because we have to realize in this life is gonna life, right? But that life and thing, when people are like, oh, life is lifing, I'm abandoning that phrase or scenario for my life. And I feel like I'm surrendering to life. I'm living in the present. Like this whole weekend, with this whole week that I've been in Detroit, I've been living in the present. Like going to restaurants with friends and family, going to my cousin's Sweet 16, just hanging out with my mom, going for rides, hanging out with my stepdad, hanging out with my cousins. And it wasn't about, I need to hurry up. Though I had to come here and do some things with some radio with a gospel client, which is like, I was just still living in the present, living in the moment, and I wasn't looking for a bunch of obstacles that I had to overcome, and I was just being. And guess what? Everything worked out for me. Everything that I even bigger things and better things happened for me while I was here, because I decided to just live in the present and not be here and be like, okay, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. No, because I'm gonna do it anyway. But why am I living in my mind with a bunch of obstacles that I hope to overcome, as opposed to tasks that I have to accomplish, which gets me closer to my goal? Because I decided, and for those who don't know, I got sick and really had to really evaluate life, and what I wanted in my life and how I want to live my life on my terms, and just surrender to the Creator based on the goals and purpose of my life. So I don't know who needs to hear this, but just surrender. Just be in the present. Be like I'm walking right now talking to y'all. I'm in the present moment. Got me some breakfast, some vegan breakfast from Avalon, which I'll have a review on that too. Make sure y'all subscribe to my YouTube channel. But yeah, I'm just here in the present and just enjoying the moment. I'm not trying to, just be in a rush to live life, because I feel like a lot of people be in a rush to live life, but they never really get to live life and enjoy this life, because once it's over, baby, it's over. And then also, worst case scenario, right? People are always thinking worst case scenario. Do you know that worst case scenario is manifesting the most negative life that you can have? Don't live in worst case scenario. Live in best case scenario. Me, I live in best. Now, one thing I do, prior to me realizing I'm living over just to overcome obstacles, is like I just expect the best outcome in anything that I do. I don't expect the outcome of worst case scenario. Worst case scenario ain't happened yet, and I don't expect it to happen because that's not the life that I'm living. So, if you are one of them people that live in worst case scenario, or thinking about the worst thing that can happen in every situation, you need to change your mindset, because if you keep thinking worst case scenario and you scared in this life and you walk around scary and in fear, you're just going to have a bunch of instances and a bunch of experiences that help you justify this negative mindset and this negative condition that you're putting in your life. All right, so I'm almost headed to my mama's house. Took me a nice little walk through the city. But I just had to have that conversation with y'all because I'm really like, this trip, even though I was supposed to be here like handling some things, and but this trip really realigned me, really balanced me, and made me just want to be in the present. And I was able to be with family, and I was able to be in the present. I wasn't thinking about tomorrow tasks. I wasn't thinking about yesterday's drama. I wasn't thinking about who doing what, why they doing that, all that negativity. I ain't had none of that. So this is a refreshing trip. Got to get some food from my mama. Got to get some love from my mama. Love from my family. So just wanted to have this conversation with y'all. Y'all have a good day, all right? Peace.